And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
Well, I think the big question everyone's asking before this game was, how are these guys going to respond from just getting whacked last time out there? In the regular season, you say, hey, no big deal. You put it behind you. You move on pretty quickly. But in the postseason, you could say it's over and done with, but I don't think it's quite as easy as that. Those are the kind of losses that stick with you, and you just keep thinking about them.
And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
And you know, Ross is definitely liked by the pitchers, Matt. When they're working both sides of the plate, they tend to be pretty effective when he's making the calls.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. Gordon able to get there. Throw in time at first. A nice play in short right for the first out. Striding into the box, Cal Ripken, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Hit hard on the ground to second, right to Gordon. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now, 2 away. Dave Winfield will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3, go the Blue Jays. Will Clark is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
If you're hitting left-handed, all you can really do is just kind of quit on that pitch and hope it doesn't find the outside corner.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Stroman steps into the windup. 2-2 pitch on its way. Grounded softly to the right. Konerko is right there. Underhanded flip. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. David Peralta will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Now batting,
Corey Seager steps in now. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And standing in now, the third baseman, Manny Machado. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. And he'll just make the tag himself. Evan Longoria will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And he takes a called strike 2. Lifted in the air out to left. Dawson's there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now to the plate, Ryan Sandberg. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Russell Martin digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And this pitch is taken by Martin as the count moves to 2-1 now.
And this is where a guy who's been around a long time knows, hey, we're not going to make up the difference with just one swing. It's going to take base runners. So that's a good job of being really patient at the plate.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Eric Hosmer is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Eric Hosmer.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Stroman looks in. Here's the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Raisel Iglesias is going to come on and make an appearance here, though I suspect even he couldn't have predicted he'd be taking over in just the 4th inning. Buster Posey is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Outside, 3-0 now. And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2. A swinging bunt to the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Joe Carter stands in.
Joe Carter.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. To short, hit hard. Throws over to Konerko for out number 2. D. Gordon steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Lifted the other way to left center. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And leading off the inning, Odubel Herrera. And they'll need him to get something going here.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a bullet foul as the third base coach had to give it the old Olay that time. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. A.J. Pollock will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
Number 11, A.J. Pollock.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Oh, and he's going to get rung up on a curveball, and that looked like a questionable strike at best. 2 away. Cliff Floyd will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They can't chip into that 5-0. Andre Dawson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2.
Now at the plate, here's where you got to put yourself in the pitcher's head and figure out, what would I throw on a 2-2 pitch?
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Will Clark steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Slider, oh, look out, as that one just about took his nose off.
I'll say this, he wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Sent on the ground out to second. Sandberg is up with it, throws over to Konerko for out number 2.
Up next for the Mets,
David Peralta digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. 5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Sandberg. Throw on to Konerko will be in time, and the Paul Konerko will stand in to lead things off here. And his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Hit hard to short. Seager takes it in. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
the batter, number 8.
At the plate, Cal Ripken. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Scherzer looks in. First pitch on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Throw gets him, 2 down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Dave Winfield is at the plate as he takes a called strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. In there, strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. And Longoria swings right through that one as he's behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Corey Seager makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Now we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.